Welcome here to Value City Arena in Columbus, Ohio, where the Ohio State Buckeyes men's hockey team just defeated the Northern Michigan Wildcats 4-1 here on the Big Ten Network. I'm Matt Krause, joined here by Sam Obermeyer, and the Buckeyes got the scoring start going first as Danny Dries scored a goal in the first to make it 1-0. Then Nick Odo scored in the second to make it 2-0. At that point, Northern Michigan going up with the change as they bring in Jared Coro in goal instead of Reed Ellingston to try and change things up.
Yeah, and it really wasn't anything Ellington did. I think Northern Michigan just wanted to get a spark to kind of light up their team. Unfortunately for them, it did not work because in that second period, Ohio State just got chance after chance, and the Wildcats were really lucky to only come out of 40 minutes down 2-0.
You see their Dries goal that made it 1-0 there, and just again, that was sort of the problem with Ellingston. While he made some nice saves, just sort of those wrist shots by Dries and Odo really got by him, and maybe that was part of the motivation for making the change.
Yeah, and then as the play continued, Northern just all night struggling to find any sort of offense, and they just could not get it consistently. Looked like they may have started with their goal in the third period, but taking a few costly penalties, and the Buckeyes were quick to answer back. One of the star players for Ohio State, he got the #1 star. That would be Curtis Gettig, who got his first collegiate goal as a Buckeye, and we've seen a lot from him this series on defense, and it was nice to finally see him get an offensive goal, man.
Absolutely, and like you said, Ohio State really had an offensive flurry in the second that never quite resulted in that goal that put it away. Those two goals came in the third when, after that goal that cut it to 2-1, Ohio State really responded with a nice goal by Gettig, then Lippincott a couple minutes later, and Ohio State still, that's the thing, they faced some adversity in this game. Not everything went their way, but this young team really kept their head in the game, and they were able to come away with a nice win here against a Northern Michigan team that really has a lot to be desired on offense.
Yeah, Northern had a good defensive strategy last night. Didn't see that tonight. Also didn't see the offense. But you got to give credit to Buckeye goaltender Cal Heater, too. He did not face a lot of shots, especially early on in this game, and looked shaky when he did just because he wasn't seeing any action. But as the game went on, especially in that third period, Cal Heater made some big saves for Ohio State to keep them in the lead and keep them in this game. And, this is a tough game to play as a goalie when most of the action is down in the other end. You kind of like it because your team's playing well, but as a goalie, you want to be in the action. You want to see that rubber. And Cal Heater, when called upon, well, maybe looked a little shaky at times, he seemed to calm down and played very well for the Buckeyes in net.
And again, one of the big problems for Northern Michigan this whole series was going to the penalty box. Those late penalties really put them out of this game where they should have been focusing on the comeback.
You see the Buckeyes were able to celebrate a sweep here at Value City Arena.
Thank you for joining us here. Ohio State wins 4-1 over the Northern Michigan Wildcats in men's ice hockey. Thank you for joining us on the Big Ten Network.